Hello and welcome back everyone. Today we're covering a Crusader group build, and I mean group as in as much content as we can, since Crusader is defined as a support class. We want to be in a full party whenever possible. We're currently in Silent Monastery, and the base build uses Falling Sword, Celestial Steed, Conjuration of Light, Holy Banner, and Sacred Fire. We're using 4-piece Vithus, and there are 2 abilities that will proc the attack speed increase for your party, both of which have a fairly big radius. And with less classes running Vithus, currently the buff is even more valuable if you're the one to provide it, where it's otherwise not available. The 2-piece, we're using Grace, and this will buff 2 to 3 abilities depending on which variation you choose to use for your selected content. For Paragon Tree, we have Mastermind selected to again further our support role, but you can swap that out if your group lacks class diversity. Falling Sword, and we have Tumult here to turn this into a ranged attack that benefits from Grace. This is useful for trash mobs, and actually does surprisingly good damage to single target as well. If you're doing a strictly single target encounter, like some raids, you could swap Horn Splitter to provide additional benefit to Sacred Fire from the Grace set, and replace Falling Sword with a baseline Consecration for more overall damage. Draw and Quarter. When we need mobility, and it's paired with Bladed Jambeau to increase damage from Grace again. You can use Flare to Mirror, depending on your situation, for say group challenge rifts to provide additional stun, or if mobility is not needed, you can replace the ability altogether for baseline Consecration again, or swap in either Conjuration of Light pants to gain cooldown reduction from the extraction benefit, or you could even use Condemn and one of the pant essences to buff that for more specific content. Conjuration of Light, we have Justice without Favor, and this is a massive damage buff to all players in your party. Do your best to ensure everyone gets it when used, and knows to get in melee range during its uptime. With 4-piece Vithus, they'll gain additional attack speed as well. Holy Banner, with Arrow Keeper, the Folly of Zakarum, and Peer of Sturbent. This is another massive damage buff to all players in your party. With this they can enter after it's been used, but need to remain in its area of effect to receive the benefit. It'll also proc Vithus, and note, if you're in a single target only encounter, the offhand is wasted. Feel free to swap it out for niche content. Sacred Fire. For PvE, once you've exceeded the combat rating, survivability typically isn't an issue, and can be overcome by following mechanics, etc. That being said, Sacred Fire is the preferred primary, and can be supplemented with Horn Splitter if you aren't using Falling Sword. Honestly, there are too many variations to even list them all, and this class is unparalleled for increasing the efficiency in your PvE content. Let me know how the build works for you, and whether you use any variations as well, so I can pass them along to the community. Thanks for taking the time to watch, and have a great day.
I shattered my very soul to reject hatred. My people will